The question is, what advice would you give 20-year-old you regarding relationships? The main advice I would give myself back when I was 20 years old is about learning how to, of course, heal the traumas and the dramas that I've been through, because they will affect everything that I do within romantic and non-romantic relationships. Like I said, that's the best advice that I could have gave myself back then. I know that now. I did not know this at 20. I mean, I knew that at some point you had to heal. Well, I call it soul searching. That you had to, of course, work through some things. I didn't know to what extent. I didn't know how to do that. I didn't know what it looked like because nobody around me was doing it. But like I said, definitely that's the advice that I would give to myself, is to make sure that I'm trying to, of course, like I said, deal with the traumas and the dramas that I have. When I was sexually abused, all those things play into all the relationships that I've had, whether it's a trust factor, whether it's I don't like a certain touch or that kind of thing because it triggers me, or that kind of thing, whether it's a relationship that I have and or somebody's being, well, I had never been abused, but my mother was abused by my father a lot. Going into relationships, knowing that, of course, seeing the red flags, all those types of things. Like I said, definitely just making sure that I'm working on myself and my triggers. I guess that's the best thing that I can say for the 20-year-old me. Like I said, and that advice would go to anybody that's younger than me or older than me. I really don't care. As long as you hear this and it fits you, I guess I put it that way, then definitely take this advice. Like I said, it's definitely coming from me and my experience, because I know when I was 20 years old, like I said, I didn't have all the healing and all the dealing with my anger and knowing how to deal with my triggers at all back then. Yes, I had a few skills that I learned back when I was in college. I did go to therapy because I was having bad nightmares. I was diagnosed with PTSD because of the environment I grew up in, which is most people who grew up in violent environments will have PTSD or some form of PTSD anyway. But like I said, just knowing that as an adult, knowing that moving on past the therapy and all that kind of stuff, knowing that I still had to work on myself, I still had to learn how to love me, regardless as to whether anybody else will love me or not. I guess to put it that way, I had to know how to make myself happy, regardless as to whether anybody can add to that happiness. I had to learn how to, like I said, definitely deal with all those triggers. I was a very angry person. I said everything that was in my mind. Did not give a care who would hurt. Like I said, I had to learn those things. I had to learn how to, at some point, tame some of the stuff that I was saying. I guess I put it that way, and saying it with love and not just saying it just because I thought of it or that kind of thing. Like I said, that's another thing I would have told myself as well. But like I said, the main thing comes with the healing and the triggers. That's been the main thing that's affected any relationship that I've had. And like I said, I know that. Like I said, being a social worker, being a life coach now, that kind of thing, I know that I have the experience. So that's why I'm saying that to my 20-year-old self and to other 20-year-olds out there who need to hear this as well. Like I said, work on yourself first and foremost. Don't worry about everybody else.